Is late and I'm a mess because I just got done working out, but I wanted to post a video about something that's been on my mind lately, and that is confidence and body image. I've had a lot of people recently that I've worked with or that have spoken to me in the gym, and they'll always ask me about confidence and why I'm able to go out and be on the weight floor and be the only girl who's lifting heavy weight when I'm surrounded by men, and be comfortable with that. Or, go and teach these exercise classes without any fear. I just get up and I just do it. And, it doesn't matter if there's 40 people in the room that I've never met before. I'm fine with that. And putting myself out there on a daily basis for people to kind of judge. And it's something that I'm comfortable doing. But I never was, I guess I should say, I used to be that girl who was afraid, and I used to be a girl that did care what other people thought, and when I did, I had really poor body image and low self-esteem, and whenever you care a lot about what people think, that's going to carry over into your lifestyle and the way that you think and the way that you view yourself. And that's when it becomes dangerous. I have so many clients that will work out and they'll lose so much weight and they're eating so healthy and they look fantastic. They look so good and I'm so proud of them. But when they look in the mirror, they don't see themselves for who they are. They see themselves for who they were. And they're no longer that person. They're not the person with the poor eating habits. They're not the person that was sitting on the couch watching TV, and eating all the time. They've changed their lives completely around, and now they're exercising on a daily basis, and they're eating perfect portions and the exact amount of nutrients they need. They're doing fantastic, but they cannot get past who they were. And you have to get to the point where you don't care what other people think, and you look at yourself and you say, this is about me and my life and who I am as a person, and you have to disconnect yourself from everyone around you. You have to disconnect yourself from what you feel like you're supposed to be, because it's not about what other people feel. It has nothing to do with anyone else. If you base your goal and your lifestyle off of someone else, then I can go ahead and tell you that you will fall off the bandwagon. You will go back to your eating habits. You will, revert to that lifestyle, because it's impossible to maintain a life built on someone else's convictions or someone else's ideas of who you should be. It has to be your own. You have to look at yourself and say, this is for me. I'm living this way for me. You have to look at yourself in the mirror and say, you know what, I may not be perfect, and I may still have some love handles. I still may have, a little jiggly on my legs, and I do. I'm not perfect. I can lose a few pounds. My abs could look better. There are multiple things I'm sure that I could do. I could count my calories every single day until I felt like I had maintained a perfect body. But you know what? It's not about other people. It has nothing to do with anyone else. It has to do with me and my life and how I feel about myself. And I will not live my life based on somebody else's beliefs or the media's idea of who I should be. So that's my little sermonette to you today, is to forget about everybody else. Forget about what your boyfriend wants. If you're a woman, if your husband, expects you to be a certain size, if you feel like you have to compete with your coworkers or whatever it is, it's not about them. It's about you and finding that inner motivation to be the best person that you can be. My thing is I will not try to fit the mold. I've tried before. I have tried to be that little skinny girl who didn't eat, and I did it. I was able to get down so small, and I was fitting sample sizes, and I was so tiny, and maybe I did look great. I don't know, but I didn't feel good. I felt terrible, and I was exhausted, and I didn't feel good about myself. I didn't feel healthy. I didn't have energy. My self-esteem was shot in that process. I was obsessive over how I looked, and now, yeah, I'm not a size 0 anymore. So what? Who cares? It's not about anybody else. It's not about fitting into a mold. It's about being the best person I can be. I get up and I exercise every single day, and I'm healthy, and I have a wonderful family, and a good education, and I'm so blessed. And God has given me the ability to have the best job and the best life ever. I love my life, and that's where I get my confidence from. It's not about other people. It's about my relationship with God. It's about knowing who He created me to be, and everything that He does is good. Everything that He does is perfect. And when I start to doubt, and when I start to have those feelings of, oh, I should look this way, I should be this way, I remind myself, no, I don't have to be that way. I don't have to act that way. I'm my own person, and everything that God decided to put on my body and make me to be, it's good. It doesn't matter if society says isn't good, because most of what society says is wrong. So close all of those doors, close out all those negative thoughts, and look at yourself in the mirror and say to yourself, you know what? The Lord made me, and I'm beautiful,